Hey there guys, Rafael here and welcome to another game I had on the Pokemon trading card game online. And I finally decided to use Beachless RayBoar. So let's see how we do. I'm going against bradysmomdad and he will be playing BigBasics. BigBasics with a very annoying Suicune. I will flip heads and obviously I want to go first and that is a bad hand. And from my opponent's hand and all those special energy, I'm thinking that maybe and just maybe he's playing Plasma, and that was my first impression. Then I see Suicune. And just like that, I don't like this guy. I hate Suicune, I hate Sigilyph. And I don't want to see them when I'm playing an EX deck. And there is not a lot I can do. Basically, I will level ball for Tepic and that's it. And I'm thinking that maybe my next turn I will Skyla for another level ball so I can get Electrode, so I can get more cards. And let's see, my opponent plays Beerbank City Gym, and now I finally realize that he is not playing Plasma, he's playing some kind of BigBasics with Keldeo and Suicune and lots of special energy. And I'm thinking that Darkrai will really like to face this deck because my opponent plays so many special energy that my opponent will not like something like that. Right here, I know that my only option to go right now is to go for Electrode because I have no hand, and you will find out later that I had, if I'm not wrong, almost half of my supporters prized, which is never good. And here you will see I have 2 Junipers priced and I have at least 1 in priced, and that will be no good for me. I will Magnetic Draw, and lucky for me I draw Rare Candy, which is great because now I have my own Emboar. I have nothing to work with in my hand, but I have Emboar. And my opponent will be very mean, he will not play in, so I will get no cards, and my only chance right now to survive is using Magnetic Draw, so I have to keep that alive as long as I can. My opponent will Skyla for Floatstone, that way he will be able to retreat that Suicune for free and go into what's it called, Landorus. And right here I'm going to take a hard decision. Basically I need Mr. Mime and so I will get rid of Execute and 1 Fire Energy just because I can recover them and go for Level Ball so I can get my Mr. Mime, but I was not careful enough to check my deck properly, and my I'm sorry, my Mr. Mime is priced. And now that Landorus EX is not looking good for me, but I get levelable out of that Magnetic Draw, so next turn I will be able to get another Electrode. And now if my opponent plays Hypnotoxic Laser in this moment, he will take 2 prizes and he will have a huge lead. He decides to attach double colorless energy into Suicune. Maybe he's thinking that I don't play non-EX Pokemon, which is not the case. I play 1 Reshiram just because it's so annoying to deal with things like Sigilyph, Kyurem, I mean Suicune. And yeah, as I was thinking, I will use my level ball to go for electrode, and my plan was to use magnetic draw to get 2 cards out of magnetic draw, so I can use my, what's it called, superior energy retrieval, so I can get my only 2 energy in my discard pile. I have 2 juniper anyway, so it's better for me to use that superior energy retrieval than just letting it go. But out of that magnetic draw, I draw just what I don't want to draw, 1 juniper and 1 superior energy retrieval, and I will have to juniper those away. And out of my juniper, I don't get dang it, I don't get the fire energy that I need to knock out this Landorus EX in 1 hit. And as you can see, my opponent keeps playing only special energy, which is something not common to see in BigBasics deck. But now I'm hating my opponent so much because he plays that max potion, and now I have to find something to do with this Landorus, because if he takes out my Electro, I'm pretty much done. And he will get another Hypnotoxic Laser, he will flip heads, that's not good, and I think here is the moment where he passes, and yeah, he passes. So right here, what do I do? I guess that my best option is just to retreat. Well, I will attach that lightning energy into Rayquaza. I will fail my search right here. And I will use propagation to get rid of, I'm sorry, Reshiram and execute, and I will play Super Rod just to get my Electrode line back into my deck and this Reshiram, because if my opponent decides to try to go with that Suicune, that will be annoying, so I will need Reshiram, and this way I will get a 0 card hand and Magnetic Draw will be good for me. And I even get another Ember, which is great because now I negate that price from my opponent. I will Dragon Burst, get rid of 3 fire energy, and I will take my first 2 prizes. And I finally get my Mr. Mime, but Landorus is gone, so maybe I won't need it that much, and this Suicune will be so annoying to deal with. Maybe I will have to sacrifice this Rayquaza and let 2 prizes go. And yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Unfortunately for me, I think I have already got rid of my Dowsing Machine and 3 superior energy retrieval. And that's not good, because even though my opponent is playing a very heavily EX deck, I need ways to recover my energy in order to win, and so far things are not looking so good for me. There is nothing I can do right here, so I will Inferno Fandango that energy into my Rayquaza, and if I'm not wrong, that Rayquaza will die. And right here I will promote my Tepig. Maybe I could have promoted my Ember, but I don't want to have an Ember stuck in the active position. That's not good. And letting this Big Knight die will allow me to get Rayquaza into the active position, and if I'm lucky enough I will be able to draw something. So I will let go 3 prizes in just 2 turns, just like that. And hopefully I will be able to get something. Now that Landorus is back, my Mr. Mime will be something that I need to use, so I will bench that and I will use propagation, and here I'm deciding what should I do. My super rod was already used, so I cannot get rid of this Rayquaza, and even though that Tool Scrapper might be useful, I really need to keep my Rayquazas alive, and so I will get rid of Tool Scrapper and execute, and I will keep my Rayquaza. Out of my magnetic draw I will get just what I needed, which is this Reshiram, and I will Blue Flare and take out that Suicune that was so annoying. My opponent will play now his third, I think, Hypnotoxic Laser, and he decides that the best option he has right now is to attach energy into Landorus EX instead of Mewtwo taking down this Reshiram and getting another prize. I'm okay with that. That means that I have another turn and my Rayquaza will not take unnecessary damage from that Mewtwo or from Landorus, which is great for me because I can give up just one prize, and Rayquaza is great for taking prizes so fast that will allow me to take this game later. And right here I will... Okay, my chances of winning are not that good. My opponent has lots of resources, he has a huge hand, and I have nothing. And as you could see out of that Ultra Ball, my deck is not that good at this moment. So my best option right now is just to be as fast as I can, and I will outrage this Mewtwo. I know I will not die out of poison damage, and my next turn I will only need to discard one fire energy out of my Rayquaza in order to take these two prizes. And I know two of those three prizes I have are Juniper, so I will at least draw one Professor Juniper. And if I'm lucky enough, that will be enough for me to take this game. My opponent will attach another energy into Landorus, realizing that maybe that is his best option to win. And he even plays Jirachi EX to get a supporter, but I don't think he got that, because I didn't see what he got out of that. The reason I did not want to play that Superior Energy Retrieval my last turn is because I didn't want to have issues with the energy, and right here I will do the play that will give me the game. I will end my opponent to 1, and the reason I did not want to attach those energy into Rayquaza is because I don't need them right now. I just need to do 60 damage to this Mewtwo and I will take these two prizes. And now comes the moment of truth. Does my opponent have Hypnotoxic Laser? If not, I just need 3, Fire Energy to knock out this Landorus, and he does not have them. I know I have at least 4 Fire Energy in my deck because I just recovered them, and I only have 7 cards left. I get a Juniper, and yeah, there are my 4 Fire Energy, and I will be able to take this game, this very close game. And yeah, I will Dragon Burst for 240, just because you can never be too safe about Eviolite, especially in the Pokemon trading card game online. Sometimes tools tend to hide behind their Pokemon. And that's it, that was the game. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I guess I will do the same with this deck that I did with Beachless Blastoise. I will post my list when I'm confident enough that it's a good deck list. So until then, I will see you guys next time.